Ah, mira, tengo aquí lo de la misión. Vamos a hacerlo, la de la Yunjin. La misioncita.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's it.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building the...
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Sí, para DPS puede ir bien.
Since the news made it out a few days ago,
¿Qué reloj?
I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project.
Mejorar el 6.
Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ning.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous... You may ask me anything, and I will...
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Har...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but...
No. We better move quickly.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Yes. Providing the question pertains to some...
Really? Ooh, then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information? The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare...
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on! First we gotta get out of Yujing Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really...
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there?
La waifu se va.
Oh, right, yeah.
La grulla regresa con el viento.
Did you hear that? They said they had
Llego a
some
los
useful
informantes
information.
y veré lo que está pasando. Claro, hombre.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Madame Pin.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora,
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we...
I've already told you. I don't need... If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an... It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you. Take it.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, then Shinue kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians?
No, don't be angry, sir.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is...
Shenhe,
Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
compañera de viaje de
I've heard
Paimon.
about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times.
You can't do that. This is Liyue Harbor. There
Laws. No.
Really? So...
That would be my stomach growling.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe. After all, you can't work on an... Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you...
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here.
Thank you.
She's really eating that.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely... If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for sampling each dish
Lo de
in
la
order to
Shenhe esa que es
appreciate
una
its
adeptus,
taste
por lo
is
visto.
enough.
No sé, sigue descubriendo la historia.
That proves it! Paimon knew she was an
Sí, según
adeptus.
esto sí. No cabe, definitivamente es un adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super...
I see. I heard some.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang. Were you interested in the contest?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point, however, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to.
Wow! You really don't have... But having an
Avanza
adeptus help
rápido la
out
obra,
will make
coño.
things a whole lot easier. So...
Then let's not delay.
Great! Paimon bets...
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as we
Casi
simply need
casi
to
está
dispose
terminado
of
ya
everyone
para
who's
el
currently
castillo de
ahead of.
yate. Oh,
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence
trabajan
like
eficientemente los de los trabajadores del hilo.
Fair and
Me claro.
square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and a
Lillo es
Duck
como Piltover, es como la ciudad del progreso.
So, for Postrite,
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju, what are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs...
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first... Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatise. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild
La verdad es
would
que
know
está
far
chulo el
more about this
personaje,
than
les
I
ha
do.
quedado bien.
Okay
La
then,
sensei,
let's
¿no?
go ask at the
Sí.
Fate. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all.
Es la waifu nueva.
Sí.
Ya la Eula la han aparcado.
La habrán aparcado quien la tenga. Yo como no la tengo en la SNG, pues no la tengo aparcada.
La gran mayoría de la gente ya su waifu es la sensei, ya no es la Eula.
Qué poco gusto personal tiene la gente. Solo le gusta lo que le gusta a los demás.
Que a mí me gusta la Shangli, la Beidou.
Thank goodness you're finally back.
Un
Así
porrón
que-
te gusta el Neko. Para tu
Sí,
cumpleaños te voy a hacer
pero
un póster. Te voy a hacer un
Pero
póster con todos empañados y en bikini para tu cuarto.
principal personaje es la
Why do I
Shangli,
detect an
el
urgency in
personaje
your
que más me
voice?
encanta. Y luego la Yaimiko. Bueno, si tengo que decidir, las dos están
The
en el
guild has
mismo
had a
podio.
whole string of strange orders in recently.
Yo creo que de
Everyone's
tantas
been
que han nombrado no me van
completely
a
caught off
caber
guard.
todas en el póster.
A ver, yo tengo mis favoritas, ahora te digo más o menos, pero
Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
Yo creo que me voy a esperar al gachapón del Zhongli porque va a ser también el chico este del pelo azul, el Chinchu creo que se llama.
I see.
Va a salir la
Have
Yanfei,
someone
va a salir
sort the
la
orders by
Beidou.
type for now.
Yo creo que es un cachapón
I'll
muy
deal with them
potente,
myself
salen
shortly.
4 estrellas muy buenos y yo creo que merece la pena.
¿eh?
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you,
Sí.
Master. With you on the
Con
job, I
muchas
can breathe a
constelaciones
sigh
de
of relief.
personajes bastante top.
Hey, Xingqiu, glad you're here.
Beidou, un personaje que te cagas, el Chinchu, muy bueno. Y la Yanfei, si no tienes un TPS Piro, ese te cumple, pero bastante bien.
We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today.
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of...
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang.
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermil. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interest. At the end of the day,
Ten que el recuerdo
it all
visual se
comes
van a
down
hacer
to
al
supply
Chinchu.
and demand.
Ya
In this
me ves
case,
tú, el
I'm
Chinchu,
guessing the final transaction
qué mal
price may
tiene el
be in
muchacho,
excess
va
of
con sus
500
pantaloncillos
million more.
cortos y tal. Eh.
500 million?
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one.
But without any...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you...
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, But if I am not mistaken, he has already...
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about it. According to records of drifting clouds, Seagazer once built an abode to store his rarest. After Seagazer passed,
son los chinos,
the
no los
abode was
japoneses.
abandoned, and its location was lost to... Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of
Japón
history
también.
books just...
That's great! But is it really wouldn't it be a little,
De Asia.
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while...
Hace gracia porque luego
I have
son
not
ellos
heard
los
of
que
Seagazer
tienen
being described in this way before.
los cómics
May
de
I
ese
ask
tipo.
where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about... Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti of...
Okay, we will be.
Ve a las cercanías de Lisa a buscar el mundo interior de la Adeptus. Ven que la nueva cámara de Jade la van a construir en las ruinas de la Casa Dorada. Mira, que hay un cofre. Vamos a hacerlo.
The wind knows me.
Spirit blade, attack!
Shine! Now you shall perish! But a momentary destruction.
Me encantan los vídeos del Genshin Impact.
Sí, están chulos los vídeos. ¿Hay alguna cinemática por ahí? Interesante.
Sí. Ahora está empezando una cinemática.
Let's see. Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
Sí, es un Adeptus.
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Mira, un Shirley. Siga el Shirley.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go?
Fuego, hielo y geo. Vale.
You want me on your team?
I am the man! Prepare to move out.
What? Weren't we at a water? Oh, so many clouds.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus.
Esta es la morada de ese Adeptus.
With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite will look...
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Look, it's gone and and now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem...
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an adept. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know.
Joder, nos han dado la esencia para probarla. La verdad es que está guapo el muñequete.
Take your true form.
Forth, my blade.
Muy chulo. Ay, vaya, por Dios.
¿Quién te ha llamado?
Uy. Cabrones. Uy.
My will embodied.
Attaboy!
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Cryo incarnate.
Let's roll! It's showtime!
My will embodied.
Nuevo boss o jefe bastante corpulento.
Swift and merciful.
¿El que van a poner nuevo?
Sí, no, es que ya han puesto uno. No sé si es un boss o un jefe, pero
Now's our
vamos,
chance.
el culo.
¿Ahora lo estás haciendo?
Ey, es que el boss o el jefe este que te sale después de la historia. Difícil no es, pero si tienes gente de distancia mejor.
Ride on wind and cloud around.
Is everyone okay?
Así que la Yaumilla
Cecilia's disappeared beneath
me va a
the
hacer
road
falta
again.
para este jefe o boss.
It looks like we need to
No
get
tengo yo
through
humilla.
now. But before that,
Ahora
let's
tiene
destroy
la
the guard
otra,
mechanisms on this level
para
first.
Fitz o compañía.
Attaboy! Oni coming through!
Sí, ahora sí se la digo.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could
Siga
have ended
adelante.
very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall.
No es tan difícil. Lo que pasa es que, claro, necesito a alguien de distancia para matarlo. Bien.
Pues yo en el equipo este no tengo ahora mismo ninguno. Espero que no tengo que volver a repetirlo. Claro.
I'm going in.
Attaboy!
Claro.
It's
Los
showtime!
pasos están.
Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Let's roll! Ha! Charge! Can't catch me! Attaboy! Yeah! There! Oh! Rally!
Take your true form. By ordinance divine.
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Everybody stand back.
Let's roll!
Pues estoy dando como pequeños avisos.
Adventure time.
Bam! Advance!
Take your true form.
Who wants some of this?
Teamwork is strength.
One with my blade, from whence you came.
Mira el Bene, por bajito que lo tengo, artefactos sin subir ni nada. oscura 1500.
Attaboy!
Esto busca la plausquita crepuscular. Nada, para adelante.
Me hace mucha gracia la adeptus de la cigüeña.
Sunset vermilion?
¿Esto de qué?
La cigüeña, la adeptus cigüeña.
La Shenhe.
No, ¿sabes qué se llama la cigüeña?
Ah, no sé.
No sé, yo es que la llamo cigüeña, la adeptus. No sé cómo se llama realmente. Como la que ha criado a la Gayu y a la Sensei. No sé qué de la nube, creo que a mí.
Preservadora de las nubes.
Es gracioso. Pues nada, me piro. No me están esperando.
Pues muy bien, señorito.
Is this it?
Otro día más.
Is this the
Muy
sunset
bien.
vermilionite?
Ya nos vemos. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
It's so huge. That's true, but
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature. Breaking
wow, Shenhe, you
only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has, I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy.
hold on a sec. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be. But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right. I'm unsure you can handle it and everything. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy up.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at...
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepts.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilion.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not help.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you...
In truth, it is the finest piece of... If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in... As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as... Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do.
Shenhe, just now on the way over...
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use.
No need. I simply need to find my...
You can't do that. It's dangerous. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to...
Vamos al alojamiento. Con Sensei.
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just... Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers, either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
O no sé.
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within... Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good. Let's buy one for Shenhe, too. She can have it as a midnight snack.
Ni idea.
Or save it for breakfast.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear... See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Ahora con la cigüeña esta.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along?
So far, so good. Yeah.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's the...
Her adeptus name. Why, pray tell, which...
Don't all adepti have a special title they...
On this latter point, you are correct.
Oh, right. Wait, Paimon neither.
Do you mean mean to say that she presents different...
Well, to start with,
Ah, yes. She was like this all those... One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant, inside was Shenhe. Then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a...
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not one dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day?
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the...
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was it...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution. However, her homicidal urges did not... Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They all... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with you...
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came in...
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract if she handles it admirably. One is willing. Let us conclude our conversation here for today.
So, Shenhe...
Exorcism uses...
Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So on top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning. After all, Master is...
Bueno.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out...
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my... Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me... For this, I am very...
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a...
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do. I must say I...
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other... But before we do that, let's go to the building. After all, sunset vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubt... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
La baby.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished. enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready,
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
one moment, the construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber
Sure am. I happen to get my hands on a chunk.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in...
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is...
Shenhe. I am their friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only... To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. Wow. So Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her.
In that case, I have... Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure... Sounds great.
The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite... How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right. I'll go first.
No,
I
hombre,
have some
tenemos que
leads
dar
on these
algo para
wonder
poner debajo
cores.
del árbol. Lo que hay en el
From what I've
saquito.
heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's...
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go!
Vamos,
By
Paimon.
the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
Paimon,
I'm
el
looking for a venue to host
monigote
the
por
performance of our
excelencia.
new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion. Ooh, what's the opera? The opera is a labor... It's called The Divine Damsel...
El núcleo de los prodigios. No he ido a la forja esa, no sé cómo se ve.
Ah, hello.
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were...
Of course I have. So...
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do... The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time.
No, we were gonna ask...
Sure. Well,
Guerra
you'll need
estelar
2
y
kinds.
subróxima.
Star split, if I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her star splinter iron from the Mount Tianheng area. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some... I'm really not sure. So, of course, it's probably just...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation, I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks. And no wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And what's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl.
Cool! A hero story?
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that in that village, there was a loving couple who were complete. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers,
"What a nasty piece of work!"
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No!
Unbeknownst to anybody, her extraordinary abilities drew, and so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a...
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was... I'm not sure she deserves all the...
I've never... Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation. When my father wrote the script for this play...
I think it's a...
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go!
Allí está.
Ride on wind and cloud alike.
This should be enough star splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Sabrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Sabrosium.
us to look for clues in the village?
Muy rico.
Shenhe, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjun.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But this place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh? You know this?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find.
The remains of a god. An abandoned... Does this mean that the true story... The time frame certainly matches.
Bueno,
So
bueno.
it seems we're in the right...
La Yunjin está.
Huh. What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather... So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever According to this text, the divine damsel from the And she didn't volunteer. She was... Oh. The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice. Oh. It looks like my father...
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Boys. Can't catch me.
Pues ya lo tenemos.
This is it. So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng. Let's go back and tell Shenhe.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances. I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love.
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or...
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old time.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosia.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me...
It's okay. I like your version.
But,
my master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that... So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! We can't let someone else beat us!
Rájate, Paimon. Estás todo el día hablando, macho. Trasladar a Paimon, estás todo el día ahí hablando. Ahora que ten cuerda. Espera hasta las 5:30. ¿Qué es? Ah.
Arataki nu.
Busca el Subrosion.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Ya está el chao.
Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang did... Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, but these things can be unpredictable. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Tengamos en cuenta el Shirley. Vamos a llevarlo a ese sitio.
Hello, free money. Goodbye, working for a living.
This is some top-quality ore you found. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end.
Leave the wonder course to me. I'll work. Don't worry. It won't take.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into.
I'll sort that out. Oh? You got this then? Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now, maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you. And I'll take care of those Adepti sigils. Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you. Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Maestro Zhang, ¿puedes hacerme un espacio para preparar los talismanes? Pues claro.
Fine by me.
Maestro Zhang, te preparo
I'm
lo que
actually
quieras.
curious to see how the Adepti.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Joder, están quedando bien, ¿eh? La chorra de la cámara de Hades ya lo están reconstruyendo bastante bien.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It's I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin.
What? It's over already? I haven't even felt.
So close, but so far.
Mira lo gordito.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me.
Alright then. Guess we'll head on up to... This has been a long time coming. The last time we went...
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Mission, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right.
Sí.
Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I propose? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a...
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now.
You're next.
Iremos a verte.
What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connection. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come. No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have an...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive, as long as you respect the rules. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can
a sense of...
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get him. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings...
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't.
La ceremonia de ascenso.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very... I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above and I hope that you can all witness... Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Cinemática, cinemática. Ahora ya estamos todos.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Baish.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
cómoda.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wave! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Joder.
What are you doing here?
Yo.
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too.
Attaboy! Oh, coming through! Advance! Charge! One with my blade. From whence you came.
Everybody stand back!
my blade.
My will embodied.
Charge! Follow my lead. Fall in. A touch of frost. Spirit blade. Attack. Advance. I got careless. Rally. One with my blade. Pull it! Fourth, my blade. Can't catch me. Advance!
Do your master's bidding. Obey! Unleash! Shia! Shia!
Barely a scratch. From whence you came, swift and merciful. It's showtime!
Shouldn't we go after her?
This
Se está
place is
escapando, vamos
unstable.
tras ella.
It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back. I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, We must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress, hence on balance. One finds your performance during this trial.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take... In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's...
There'll be no need for...
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another...
Pero se pueden poner más cosas. Entonces, ya te no han cambiado nada. Porquería.
Can't catch me.
Mira, hay un templo de esos. Incluye. No sé si voy a llegar, pero bueno.
Ah, no, ese era nada más.
No.
¿Tienes que tirarte de lo alto de la montaña?
No, no, que va.
Pensaba que tú te hacías en este, pero no. Llega, tienes que tirarte desde una ese templo ya lo he cogido.
No puedo tener que tirar, pero esta de aquí.
Sí. Eso o el con el caminito de hielo.
Nada, de hielo no tengo paciencia hoy para ir de hielo.
Dragón.
catch me.
Entonces eso voy a hacer esta flor.
Careful! It could be a trap. Oh, never mind.
Podrían poner aquí también el típico barco ese. Ahí con el barquito. No sé si llegó.
Careful! It could be a trap. Oh, never mind.
Nada más en esta isla. No, no aparece. Ahora han puesto una cuarta isla. No, hay que hacer una misión y ya te la dan. Yo me la voy a fabricar esa nueva.
Wow! Everyone's already... It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only...
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been...
Hey! Look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
Saliendo.
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think?
Oh, mola.
Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also,
you're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation, the play has an ending. But life goes on.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity.
Misión. Here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a...
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to...
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Proteja más ricas, venir aquí. Ya lo tenemos hecho y muy riquito. Mañana completaremos la misión esta, daremos un primer lado para lograr la nueva área. Vamos a desbloquear la laguna, ¿no? Vale. Vamos a cogernos todas. Han desbloqueado misiones legendarias nuevas. La de Yunjin y la de la tía esta. Así que mañana pues intentaremos hacer alguna. Al torrete, obviamente. Sí, vamos a dejar ya preparadilla. Vale. Y muy rico. Sí, han desbloqueado dos más. Sí, pues nada. No. Verás como de la Yaemiko cuando la pongan, pues una de esas seguro. No me queda 56 de resina. Pues nada, chavales. Mañana más y mejor.